Hello students, today I am going to explain you some of the topics of the chapter sound. So those topics are reflection of sound, echo, reverberation, uses of multiple reflection of sound, range of hearing and uses of ultrasonic sound. So first I am going to start with the term reflection of sound. So when sound waves strike a surface, they return back into the same medium. You can also see in this video that the sound wave is striking to the wall and it is returning back into the same medium. Then this phenomena is called the reflection of sound. So as like light, sound gets reflected at the surface of a solid or liquid. So it also obeys the laws of reflection. So there are two laws of reflection. First law of reflection states that the angle of incidence is equivalent to the angle of reflection. So angle of incidence is represented by I and angle of reflection is represented by R. You can see in this diagram also, this line is indicating the incident ray and this one is the reflected ray and this one is the imaginary normal line, and the angle which is formed in between the incident ray and the normal line is known as the angle of incidence, and the angle which is formed in between the reflected ray and the normal line is known as the angle of reflection. So according to the first law of reflection, that is angle of incidence is equivalent to the angle of reflection. Now the second law states that the incident ray, the reflected ray and the normal at the point of incidence all lie in the same plane. See, the incident ray, the reflected ray and the normal all lies in the same plane, okay, at the point of incidence. So this is the second law of reflection. So on the basis of the reflection of sound, we are going to study the next topic, that is echo. So what is echo? Like if we shout or clap near a reflecting surface like tall building or a mountain, we hear the same sound again and again. Then this repetition of sound is called echo and it is caused due to the reflection of sound. So to hear an echo clearly, the time interval between the original sound and the reflected sound, that is the echo, must be at least 0.1 second. So to hear an echo clearly, the minimum distance of the reflecting surface and the source of sound should be 17.2 meter. So again, on the basis of the reflection of sound, we are taking the second phenomena, that is reverberation. So echoes may be heard more than once due to the repeated or multiple reflection of sound from several reflecting surfaces, and this causes the persistence of sound, that is called reverberation. और we can say that आवाज का गूंजना जो होता है, that is known as reverberation. Now how can we reduce this reverberation? Like walls can be made of the sound absorbing material, carpets can be put on the floor to absorb the sound, heavy curtains can be put on doors and windows to absorb the sound, and panels with sound absorbing quality can be used in halls. So these are the method or the ways through which we can reduce the reverberation. Now next is the uses of multiple reflection of sound. See, first use states that the megaphone, horns, musical instruments are designed to send sound by multiple reflection in a particular direction without spreading in all the direction. You can also see in this diagram, this is the megaphone which is cone shaped. Now here the multiple reflection is taking place, and this is due to this multiple reflection, sound can be sent in a particular direction without spreading in all the directions. Now second one is, doctor listen to sound from the human body through the stethoscope, and the sound of heartbeat reaches the doctor's ear by multiple reflection. You can see in this diagram, here is a stethoscope and here is a stethoscope tube. यहाँ पे multiple reflection of sound हो रहा है, and because of that multiple reflection, the doctor can hear the heartbeat of the patient. Now next is, generally the ceilings of the cinema halls and auditoriums are curved so that sound after multiple reflection reaches all parts of the hall, and sometimes a curved soundboard is placed behind the stage so that sound after multiple reflection is spread evenly across the hall. So these are the uses of multiple reflection of sound. Now I am moving to the range of hearing. So the average frequency range over which the human ear is sensitive is called the audible range. जहाँ पे वो रेंज ऑफ हियरिंग जिसे ह्यूमन ईयर सुन सकता है, दैट इज नोन एज द ऑडिएबल रेंज. And the human ear can hear sound frequencies between 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz. So sound whose frequency is less than 20 hertz. 20 hertz is called the infrasonic sound or infrasound. So these are the sound which cannot be heard by human beings, but like animals can hear these type of frequencies, like dogs, elephants, rhinoceros, whales, etc. They can produce and hear the infrasonic sound. Next is the sound whose frequency is more than 20,000 hertz is called the ultrasonic sound. Again, these are the sound waves which cannot be heard by the human beings. So animals like dolphin, bats, rats, etc. produce and hear the ultrasonic sound. Even bats use the reflection of ultrasonic sound waves to detect an obstacle or its prey को identify करने के लिए the bats can use the ultrasonic sound waves. Next is the uses of ultrasonic sound. So there are different uses of ultrasonic sound waves. First is ultrasonic sound is used to clean objects like electronic components. Like ultrasound is used to clean parts located in hard to reach places such as spiral tubes, odd shaped machines, electronic components, etc. So there ultrasonic sound can be used. Next is the ultrasonic sound is used to detect cracks in the metal blocks. You can see in this diagram also that ultrasonic sound is used for finding the cracks in the metal blocks. Next is the ultrasonic sound is used in ultrasound scanner for getting images of internal organs of the human body. There can we also use the ultrasonic sound. Ultrasonic waves are also used in medical process like echocardiography. In this process, the ultrasound waves are passed through various parts of the heart. So in order to form the images of the organ, and through which we can find out the proper condition of the heart. Next, ultrasonic sound is used to break small stones formed in the kidney into fine grains so that they are removed through the urine. So these are the techniques or these are the uses of the ultrasonic sound which can be used in the industries as well as for the medical purposes. So thank you for watching the video and please subscribe my channel. Thank you very much.